Now, this is going to be more of a performance analysis type of video on Kenan Yildiz, the star boy. Because I think that performance against Bodo Glimt was amazing. Like, that performance against Bodo Glimt was amazing. That 45-minute performance, I've gone back and rewatched it 3 times. And after watching it 3 times, I was like, hey, why don't I make a video? Why don't I make a video about this? I think he's amazing. You are genuinely watching a master play the game. He's like perfected his craft. Like, he's so good at what he does. And you guys don't understand how much it benefits all of the players around him. In this video, I really want to speak about his dribbling, his ball control, and how it aids him and it gives him an edge over the opposition. I really want to speak about his decision making. I always say this about Kenan. Whenever I speak about him, his decision making is years above him. It's years. Like, the decision making that he's showcasing at the age of 20, 21, it's decision making that players in their prime don't show you. And then I also want to speak about the contract situation. So make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Let's get straight into it. Let's look at some of the goals, okay? Let's look at the first goal, yeah? The first goal that Juventus scored against Bodo Glimt. He receives the ball out wide. The thing I love about him, the thing that I truly love about him is he's a two-way winger. My favorite type of wingers, don't get me wrong, I love the skills, I love the tricks, I love the direct wingers, I love the dynamic wingers, but the thing I love about him, he's so two-way. He can go down the outside, he can cut inside, but the thing that I love about him is sometimes you watch a winger and when they do go inside, they only know one thing and one thing only. Go inside and shoot, or go inside and clip a ball into the box. No, this kid will go inside. And then he'll chop and go down the outside, but he'll go inside and play a 1-2. He'll bring his teammates into the game. You look at the first goal. Goes inside, gives it to Locatelli. Nice little 1-2. Lock a dog, Ellie. Lock a sexy, Ellie. Locker amazing, Ellie. Yeah, I think that's the more professional one. Locker amazing, Ellie. You look at that. Give and go. Goes in. The thing I love about him the most is he doesn't just make the pass and then stand still and say, my job here is done. I've got myself a highlight reel. Hajj Ball is going to make a video about me. I'm done, hermano. No. He follows his passes. Locatelli on the left-hand side. What a pass, by the way. What a pass. So many players will just clip across into the box and hope and pray somebody gets onto the end of it. No, the cutback. Do you know how many teams across the world score cutbacks? Finds Kenan. Beautiful first touch, shot blocked, it falls to Openda. But you could see with Kenan, that movement, that ability to receive the ball, carry it into space, bring his teammates into the game, drag opposition players towards him to free space for his other teammates. Remember that. Dragging the opposition towards you to create space for your teammates. I want you to remember that. You look at the first goal, he's got his fingerprints all over it. He's got his fingerprints all over that goal. Then you look at the second goal. It was offside, but I think this is amazing. You guys don't understand. Out of all the goals that Juventus scored against Bodo Glimt, this is the one goal that I really wanted to stand. Ball, don't get me wrong, it was a nice goal. Over the top into Openda. Openda squares it into Kenan Yildiz. You know, when it came to Kenan, I was thinking, bro, go for it. Like, the angle is presentable. Just connect with the ball, get it on target, and I guarantee you put the ball into the back of the net. You even have time and space to control the ball, open up your body, and put it into the far corner. Guys, go back and watch this. First time as the ball is fizzed across. First time. No first touch to control the ball. That's traveling at him at high speed. No. First time into the path of Miretti. One, how many players do this? How many players sacrifice a goal scoring opportunity for themselves to put it on a plate for their teammate? This is what I mean by decision making. This is what I mean by maturity. This kid is truly a superstar. Let's go on to the second goal. Once again, he picks up the ball and you could see all of the Bodo Glimt players, they gravitate towards him because they realized, funnily enough, I do feel like Bodo Glimt hadn't done their research on Juventus because you could see throughout the Serie A, whenever teams put 2 to 3 players on Kenan, he tends to struggle, yeah, and rightfully so, like 1v3, 1v2 from minute 1 to minute 90. They actually left him always 1v1 in isolation, and he terrorized them. You look at the second goal, picks up the ball, carries it into the space. He assessed. He was like, okay, cool. The left-hand side, there's not much space over there. There's a few obstacles stopping me from going down the line. Let me go inside. Goes inside. Miretti. Listen, I told you guys, Miretti in the second half had an amazing second half. Like, that was a statement second half from Miretti. He peels off down the left-hand side. Now, at the end of the day, listen, pass the ball into the space for your teammates because that way you're not putting them in trouble. You're not putting them in danger. How many times do I tell you guys a hospital pass? A hospital pass is passing the ball into your teammates knowing he's got 2 defenders behind him. And then when he loses the ball, oh, you're so shit. Nah, bro, maybe your pass was shit. No, passes it into the space. Miretti, the composure, the calmness, lift his head up. Where's McKennie? On your head, son. 2 goals for Juventus. But Kenan, once again, carrying into the space, spotting where the space is, passing the ball into the space. It's truly an amazing goal. It's just his ball control. Like, the thing I love about him is when he goes into those tight, congested areas, he retains the ball. Like, how many times do you see players, the moment they go into like congested territory, they don't have the composure, so they start to overthink. They over dribble. They overcomplicate the game. I think that's the best way to put it. Kenan never overcomplicates the game. Like, he's playing this game at his own pace, but he's in control and he's causing serious damage. Gives it to Meretti. Meretti, great cross into the box. Then you look at the third goal. Locker sexy Ellie once again. No, we need to find another one. Locker amazing Ellie, okay? Locker amazing Ellie. First time into Kenan. I told you guys on the match review, that first touch was amazing. That first touch was truly amazing. That's a world-class first touch. Kills the ball dead. Now, when he controls it, he's got one of two decisions. Go down the inside, go down the outside. Which one? Do you want to use your physicality and your pace to go down the inside? Or do you want to dribble inwards? Nah, I'm gonna do both. 1 minute he's going down the outside. The other minute he's going on the inside. The defender is slipping. The defender doesn't know what to do. But the thing is, he's holding onto the ball, waiting for David to join him into the attack. And then when he got into the opposition box, they always tell you as an attacking player, try and get that half yard. That's what you need to do. Try and get that half yard to have a shot on goal. The thing I love about him is even when he got into the box, go back and rewatch it. He chops inside. Then he goes down the outside. Then he chops inside once again. He's trying to maneuver. He's trying to get that half yard. He's trying to get that half yard to have a shot on goal. And the moment he got it, he pulled the trigger. David in the right place at the right time. The easiest goal that Jonathan David will probably score in his entire Juventus career. But once again, if somebody told you guys Kenan Yildiz is about to receive a 40-50 diagonal pass from Locker amazing Eddie, yeah? And he has to control it. He has to carry it about 30-35 yards into Bodo Glimt's half. And then he has to create a goal-scoring opportunity for himself. That's something that I can't really say about many wingers in the modern game. Like, they'll overcomplicate it. They might go down the outside and then try an amazing trick and it doesn't work out. No, when this kid received the ball, he knew exactly what he was about to do. Has a shot, Jonathan David puts the ball into the back of the net. Now, once again, Bodo Glimt, they left him 1v1, and I think Kenan Yildiz has now shown the whole world. You leave me 1v1 with any fullback in the world, and I will terrorize them. Serie A, Champions League, Coppa Italia. I've got the beating of them. I'm a two-way specialist. I can go down the outside. I can cut inside. I can have a shot on goal. I can clip crosses into the box. I can give and go with my teammates and then follow the pass and be on the receiving end of a cutback. He's just an amazing player. He's truly just an amazing player, and it's now reached that part of the video which I really don't like. You see these performances, why do I always sit forward like I'm in school, bro? Like, you mad? This is my channel. Let me sit back, relax. You see when, like, these performances, like, you see when a kid performs like that to such a high level, clubs take notice. I know football can be a very cruel world. That's why they always say, like, never fall in love with somebody too much. You know what I mean? Like, you got dudes that fall in love with a girl and then she breaks their heart and then you see them jumping off cliffs and bridges. Like, basically, what I'm trying to say to you guys is clubs are taking notice of this. They're seeing what this kid is doing in 45 minutes. They're seeing what this kid is doing in this area. They're also taking notice of his contract situation. How apparently, like, based off what I've read online, he's a little bit cautious. He's a little bit hesitant. Like, he wants some reassurances over the Juventus project and what they're going to try and achieve in the next 1 to 2 years, because he probably doesn't want to commit 1 to 2 years and think, listen, in 2 years' time, this club will still be fighting for top 4. No. If you guys can present me with a project that tells me, listen, this time next year, we will not be fighting for our lives to just make a playoff position. No, we will be in the top 8 comfortably, smooth sailing. We will be competing for a Serie A. We will be aiding your development. We will be bringing far better players for you to play in and around. If that's the case, where's the contract? He puts pen to paper. Clubs are taking notice of the contract situation. Clubs are also taking notice of Juventus's, like, financial position where they do need, like, an urgent injection of cash. Clubs are also taking notice of his performances, and I'm gonna be real, like, I see a lot of you guys sometimes say it in the comment, which is, if Juventus don't get top 4 this season, it's gonna be so difficult to keep him. It's gonna be so difficult to keep him. Serie A clubs don't generate that much money, so making top 4 gives them an amazing amount of money. Like, don't get me wrong, when you make top 4, you don't really get that much money, but for teams that don't generate as much as these Serie A clubs because of, like, the infrastructure, the stadiums, making top 4 is a very, very, very nice cash injection. And I'll be honest with you guys, this kid's probably looking at it and thinking, I'm not happy to sacrifice a year of my life to play Europa League, to play Conference League, to even play no European football. I can now go walk in to any team that plays Champions League football season after season after season. On top of competing for a league, I can walk in and be their winger on the left-hand side. I can be their number 10. And this is why, for me, I think Juventus really have to play their cards right. They have to play their cards right. I think, personally, unless it's a catastrophic season, but I also feel like he loves Juventus. He loves Turin. He has loyalty towards the club. I think in the summer he stays, but I think there will be a ridiculous amount of interest in Kenan in the summer. I think he stays this summer, but I think next season is the deciding season for Kenan Yildiz. I think he's going to look at next season and think, what project am I part of? Are Juventus once again competing for top 4? If that's the case, thank you very much. Like, I'm going to be real, thank you very much. Teams in the Bundesliga will pay for me. How much did Bayern Munich pay for that Colombian stripper, Luis Diaz? Yeah, Luis Diaz, 60, 70 million. Are you taking the piss? Are you taking the piss? Bayern Munich have money. Premier League clubs have money. They shit money. They have money. They're all looking at Kenan. Every single one of them is in need of a left winger. You can even make a case like Liga teams. Nobody knows what the future holds with Real Madrid, Vinny Jr. Rodrigo is most likely on his way out. They're looking at Arda Güler and thinking, hey, look at this Turkish talent flourishing. Why don't we bring his partner in crime, Bonnie and Clyde? Juventus really need to, Juventus really need to get their act on. This kid needs to stay. This kid needs to sign a new contract. This kid needs to be like the Totti of Turin. He needs to be here, the Del Piero. Fair enough, Del Piero left towards the end. But I'm saying, if Juventus want to go back to what they once were, competing for Serie A's, winning Serie A's, this kid has to be the center of the project. He has to be. Because, fair enough, some of you might turn around and say, oh, but Hijack, he's not really been that great this season. He started off well, but then he faded away. This dude's only 2021. And look at the players that he's playing in and around. He's already had himself, he's had himself 3 managers in the past 18 months. 3 managers of different systems, of different ideologies, of different philosophies, different tactics, different formations. All of them giving him a completely different role. Imagine you get him a top coach in and around top players. Get him to play the game week in, week out, the exact same way. You are going to see serious growth. This kid has world-class potential, and Juventus can't fumble it. Juventus can't fumble it. But what a player. Truly, what a player. Make sure to like. Make sure to subscribe. Catch you guys on another one.